Good morning, everyone. I thought I would do this video. Can you see what it is? It's string or embroidery floss or cotton yarn, and I'm making a friendship bracelet, and I thought I'd just share it with you. So to start with, I have cut 5 pieces of my yarn or my thread. This is about 1 meter long, because I'm going to fold it in half and then it shrinks when you knot it. So I just thought I'd make it extra long to fit around your wrist. So what you need to do, this is something I learnt when I was in Brownies actually. I think it was Brownies or Guides. So you've got your threads. You could just fold it in half and knot it, but then you've got to untangle these. So the best thing to do is to just separate your threads out. They're already knotted. You need 5 loops, and then the pattern that you put them in is the pattern that's going to come out on your bracelet. So you want to think if you want like alternate colours, or do you want a block of, I'm going to do 2 greens and I'm going to keep them together in the same place, and then I'm going to add the other colours around the outside. So you're going to have a set of 3 and a set of 2. I'm just going to pause the video while I set this up so my video isn't hours long, okay? Okay, so I've got my loops set up. I've taped it down to my desk, so I don't know how this is going to work out, because when I was a kid we used to get a safety pin and safety pin it to our jeans, and then you'd work from your leg and it would keep it nice and tight. So yeah, I don't know if this is going to work. I haven't done it in so long. What you need to do is separate out your threads so they don't like get tangled up, and actually that one might be better over there, so I'm just going to put the grey one over here, because you don't want them to get really, I want to keep my 2 greens together. I'll put my black over there. You don't want them to get really tangled up because it gets a bit fiddly. So you've got 2 on this hand, you've got 3 on this hand, and you basically, God, this is really hard to do with one hand. So you put 1 on each finger like this. Oh, it's very hard. Oh my gosh. Okay. Where's my green one? See what I mean about it getting tangled up? And now I'm banging my phone and it's just getting... Okay, right. Let's put this one on my second finger. I hope I can explain how to do this now. You need to try and keep all your loops the same length. I think I've made a mistake in tying because I feel like my loops are stretched out a bit too far. Okay, so what happens? This is what it looks like. See that one? Yeah, it's okay. It's really hard to show you on the camera because I'm not in the right place. But I'm going to get this finger here, my empty. So we're going like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You get your empty finger and you weave up and down. Let's try it on here. So you go, it's really hard because I'm so, okay, so you go up, down, up, and you grab this one and you bring it through. And you pull tight. This is where I'm not sure if it will work. And then, so on your right hand, you've got these 2. So with your empty finger, you're gonna weave up, down, up, grab it and bring it through. And then keep going that way. So empty finger, up, down, up, grab it, pull it through. And they might get a bit tangled up, so you need to just keep an eye on things. Up, down, grab, pull. Up, down, grab. I've just seen a piece of my hair has got tangled up in that last piece. That's really nice. It's a proper friendship bracelet when it's got your hair trapped inside it. Now I'm just showing you right at the tight bit here, but it is easier when you're working closer to your own fingers. But I'm just doing it down there to show you the process. And then like I would give it a little tight tug every now and then. So I'm on my, see that black has got a little bit, actually no, it's not twisted up, that's fine. You can untwist it. This light grey one was a bit untwisted. And the greens are getting a little bit twisted up as well. So let's just show you again. Up, down, and grab this. But it's a lot easier to grab it when it's down the far end. But yeah, like I said, I'm trying to show you the process. And then, oh, I keep banging my camera. Up, down, and grab this one. My nails are I dyed my hair yesterday and everything is pink. Okay, so it's always the hand that has two on it. You get your spare finger, up, down, grab, pull. So you hook it onto your finger and then you pull it over to the other side. It's quite easy. I'm surprised I actually remembered how to do this, to be honest. It's that easy that I remembered how to do it, so you should be able to do this too. And what you'll end up with, I'm going to pause the video and I will do a little bit more and then I'll show you what you end up with. So I hope you enjoy this video. I'll pause now so it's not too long. I've put my flash on, my light on, because it's a bit dark outside. So I just thought I'd show you a little bit more of the process. Oh, you can't actually see me doing it, can you? Uh-oh, I'm gonna drop my camera. Oh dear. Okay. It's like I don't know, it's like I'm playing a harp. That is the worst angle. I'm so sorry. Let me move my camera again. Hang on a sec. Okay, I've given up trying to show you my whole desk. This is what you end up with. It's like a, let me see, is it focusing? Everybody tell me how to focus this machine. Okay, it's not really in focus. Okay, so you end up with, let's turn that flash off. Hang on a sec. Okay, you can't really see that well. Come on, little phone. I don't want to drop my things. Okay, well, you end up with this like V-shape shoelace. I've still got the loops in my hand because I haven't finished yet. Oh, it just doesn't want to focus, does it? Can you see? You end up with these little V-shape knots in square formats, I guess. Is it square? Yeah, it's got 4 sides and it's kind of like a shoelace friendship bracelet, and you can't really tell by looking at my phone, but yeah, the 2 greens are together and then the black is there next to it. So it is in the order of what I've got on my hands. So you can mess around with this and you could do like 3 pinks and 1 black. Yeah, well, that doesn't count. That's not the right amount of loops, but yeah, you can work with pattern. You can decide it, you know, you can do alternate colours. You can do rainbow, which would be quite nice actually. Or you can do blocks, you know, a 3 and a 2. And it's quite simple. It works up really quickly, and you can use it for, you know, you could use that as a little loop on a bag for something. You know, it doesn't have to be a friendship bracelet, or it can just be, you can make your own shoelaces like this, I suppose. Yeah, as I said, it was something I learnt when I was in brownies or guides, I can't remember which, and it's quite a good fun little activity. You could do it with your kids. It's quite easy to pick up, so something to do with your kids or as a gift for somebody that is into their little festival bracelets and friendship bracelets. I'm making another one actually, a stripy flat one. Might show that to you, but again, it's just one of those things to do. I find it really useful to do something with my hands when I'm sitting down you know, it's kind of like it's almost like a meditation kind of relaxation exercise. But yeah, I will pause this and I'll try and show you how it looks like on my hands, because it's easier at the top of your hands where it's tighter to do the weaving in and out. So very croaky this morning. Yeah, I hope you like this little mini tutorial chat. Happy St. David's Day. It's the 1st of March and it is very, very grey and wet outside today, which is very miserable. So that's why it's so dark. Ooh, wide angle. So I'm going to do a bit more. I'm going to stick this up here and then I'll show you the finished result. Okay, so I've nearly got to the end of my string, and here's a little tip. If you have to put it down, make sure you put it in the order that you left it, otherwise the pattern will change here. So let's pick this up again and I can show you the actual weaving. This works up really quickly. It's a lot quicker than other friendship bracelets where you have to do the knots. So this is a really good thing to do. And so another tip is to keep it tight keep your tension as you're weaving, because if you're loose, the pattern will spread out at the top, like it will change. So if you've got a tight bit here, the pattern will be closer together, or more spread out. So I just thought I'd show you the process of weaving while I'm at the end, but actually you can't see on the camera. Hang on a sec. Yeah, so top tips: keep your tension tight like this. It doesn't have to be really, really tight, but yeah, tight enough that you're not like flopping all over the place like this. It has to be out like piano strings. I'm just gonna, and the other tip is to don't forget which order your strings are in. If you drop one, in the moment, that's fine, just pick it straight back up again. Just try and remember which finger you were using, because it gets a bit fiddly if you forget and it will mess up the thing. I'm going to try and move the phone is on like this bouncy little stand. It's so wobbly. Okay, can you see? You still can't see. It's because I'm at the edge of the desk. Hang on a sec, let's move this over here. I hope it sticks still. Okay, right. So I've already forgotten. Oh, I don't know. I think I was like that. See what I mean about having to remember. I need to move my camera back now. Okay, I was trying to do a quick video and this is taking ages. Okay, right. Let's show you the last bit. I've done quite a lot now, so I'm happy with what I've got on the rest of the table. So I'm just showing you really the weaving process. So you go up, down, up, down, up, down. You do it quite quickly, and then you move these along. So you're always working with your ring finger. Is that your ring finger? I'm trying to keep in the space of the camera now, and it makes it harder. So you can go quite quickly, and then you move these along. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. And move these along. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Hook it through. Move along. So if I do it a little bit slower, I move these. I keep forgetting to say. So up, down, hook it through. And then these are here. You need to move them along. So you've got this one free. And you get into the rhythm of it. But yeah, towards the end like this, you can drop them by accident because they're getting a bit smaller. There's less space to work in. So yeah, if they get drops, just pick them up quickly before you forget which finger. Because sometimes you can just forget what you're doing and you'd be like, oh, where was it? It's quite good doing it on the table actually. I used to just do it on a safety pin on my leg, but that would, if you pull it too tight, the safety pin will just pull through your jeans and you'll get a big hole in your trousers. Or if you don't wear trousers and wear skirts, then it's a bit difficult as well. Yeah, so that's the weaving process. It is quite relaxing, and it's quite satisfying to see the the little rope come through. I suppose it is like, is it like French knitting? It's almost like French knitting. I don't know how it works, but it's very clever and it looks cool. It looks like somebody made it in a knot. Somebody didn't make it with their hands. So you can see I'm getting a bit tight here. It's getting a bit fiddly to do this. But I'm going to keep going because it's actually, when you tie it on your wrist in a knot, so basically one end you've got a knot with all the bits tied together, and then to finish this you would tie it in a knot as well. So when you tie it on your wrist with 2 knots, you can either leave the edges to tie it with, you know, like leave the loose bits here, so that, imagine there's a knot there, and then you tie it with these bits. It gets a bit bulky on the wrist, so I try and make it a bit longer so you can tie it actually with the friendship bracelet itself. I'd just do like a reef knot or something to keep it tight, to keep it on you. See, look, I dropped that one and it's on here, and it's a bit twisted up, so you can just like untwist it so it's not, these look a bit twisted as well, so I would twist those round. So yeah, this was a bit rambly as usual. I don't really have a format to my videos yet. I haven't got like a fancy welcome screen from Ampersand Artisan. I was just doing this morning and I thought, ooh, I'll record it and see if anyone's interested. So yeah, I'm at the end of my rope now. I'm at the end of my tether. It's a bit like crochet. I reckon you could do this with any kind of yarn. You can also, if you've got some nice beads, you could like thread a bead on there, and you know, or a charm. You could add some beads and make it really nice. I don't have anything to show you, so last time I had beads I made some out of Fimo, but they were a bit big. Yeah, so it's getting hard to do the weaving now because I'm at the very end, and I see I dropped that other one off my finger, which I need to keep. Yep. Okay, so I would finish there. I would just do a little bit more, just in case. You could use these as bookmarks even, or actually the flat friendship bracelet would be better. I've got one to show you here on the side that I just had to go because I couldn't remember how to do it. So look, I'm at the very end, and I would just literally tie that in a knot at the end and snip it. See, it's quite hard to tie. This is actually a lot harder than I used to do this with embroidery threads, floss, and this cotton yarn is a lot thicker, so it actually comes out quite nicely, but it's hard to tie in a knot and it might come undone. So yeah, when you do your knot, okay, that was a fail. When you do your tying on knot, do it nice and tight. Also, when these get wet, so you can leave them on all the time, you know, they're gonna fall off when they disintegrate basically. You can leave them on all the time, doesn't matter if they get wet. They do tend to get a bit tighter on your wrist when they're wet, and then they dry out and then they're back to normal. So okay, I can't do that, I'll do it later. This was the other one I was going to show you. So this is the flat style of friendship bracelet where you do stripes, and it's all twisted up because I only used 3 threads. So you can use, let's zoom in a little bit. You can use as many as you want to. I just had these on the table the other day and I thought, oh, I wonder if I can do that still. And there's the flat stripy one, and there's a V shape, like a chevron one, which you work from the outside in with your knots. Oh, it's very hard when it twists up, so I would tape it down while I'm working. This one takes ages to make. See, I can't even unravel it. I'm just going to show you quickly because this is going to take forever if I can't unravel it. Maybe my scissors will weigh it down. Basically, spread out your yarn or your embroidery threads or whatever you've got. Okay, So this pink one is over this side actually, because that was the last one I did. And then we've got black and hot pink in the middle. So you're always working from left to right when it's this type of, or actually depends if you're left-handed, I suppose. Okay, can you see? Not very well. Okay, still can't see very well. Here, right. It's impossible to show you because it's so with the black you do a knot, so it's just like a loose, so you basically you loop the black over your middle colour, so you're working left to right, and forget this one for now, but this is actually keeping it tight and not flipping over. So see, oh, what can I do to weigh it down? My scissors. Okay, so you just do like over, and then you pull this so it looks like this, and then you just pull the knot up. It's like macrame, however you pronounce it. And it's so fiddly when it's small like this. And then, so this pink goes here, this black, you're working with the black, so the next stitch is over the light pink. Oh, dearie me. Let's just hope it comes out when I pull it tight. So that goes up that pink thread, and then you've got a line of black. So then the black stays over here. Now you're working with the dark pink over the light pink. And this twisting would wind me up so much. I would just tape it down as I go along. So pink into the middle. It's kind of like plaiting actually. And then pink goes over the black. And so you just kind of work your way along like that. And the twisting situation is really annoying because it's going to get everything tangled up. But there you go. So you end up with this nice stripe. And if you had like 6 different colours, it would be wider, obviously. So this is just 3 threads wide. You can see 1, 2, 3. But 6 would be double, and it probably wouldn't curl as much. And then if you wanted to do the V-shape friendship bracelet, you'd have to have equal numbers of threads. So you'd have maybe 4 here, 4 here. Actually, so you do 4 going this way, and then you do 4 going that way, and then you do 1 in the middle. I think, I'm trying to remember. I'll have to have a go and try it myself, but I can't remember. I'm sure there's YouTube videos. But yeah, that's another little, once that's on your wrist as well, tied, it won't twist. But yeah, I'm not going to carry on with that one. And I'm not going to, this video has gone on and on and on. So yeah, there is the finished bracelet. And it's quite a chunky one actually, which is nice. It's thicker than with embroidery floss. Yeah, hope you like this rubbish tutorial. As I said, just sharing what I'm doing this morning. Bye.